The most dangerous place that HVAC technicians work is not necessarily the roof, it's inside the attic. Central Florida HVAC technicians often work in attics with extreme heat, high humidity, limited airflow, tight workspaces, and no quick way to really cool down. Now, add heavy tools, protective equipment, physical labor, and the pressure to finish that service call as soon as possible. That combination can become dangerous very quickly. Imagine your technician is replacing an air handler in Lakeland, Winter Haven, but the appointment starts a little later than expected. The technician has already completed 2 service calls, has not consumed enough water, and wants to finish before the next customer. Then the technician develops a headache, dizziness, nausea, weakness, and/or confusion. That is not something to work through. These could be warning signs of heat illness, heat stroke, etc. The first mistake that HVAC companies make is treating attic heat like it's a personal comfort issue. It's a job site hazard. You cannot judge the attic's condition by the outdoor temperature alone. The sun heats up the attic roof. The attic then takes that heat and traps it in. There may be very to little airflow movement, and in Central Florida, the humidity makes it harder for our bodies to cool that down. The second mistake that I see is waiting until the technician feels thirsty. Technicians should have access to cool water and encouraged to drink regularly. For longer jobs, drinks containing electrolytes may be appropriate. I highly recommend it. However, hydration alone is not the complete heat safety plan. Technicians also need to schedule appointments to go outside of the attic, rest in a cool area, and allow their bodies to recover. The hotter the conditions, the heavier the workload, the more frequent breaks that they need. The third mistake that I see is sending technicians into the attic alone without reliable monitoring with that process. Use a buddy system. Whenever possible, if a technician is working alone, establish required check-in times. The dispatcher or the supervisor should know when the technician enters the attic, when the next check-in is expected, and what to do if the technician does not respond. The fourth mistake that I see is failing to prepare for new and returning employees to the heat. Let's just say a new technician wants to come and prove that they can handle the workload, and an experienced technician is returning from vacation, an illness, or even away for quite some time. They've lost their heat tolerance more than likely. Give these employees time to graduate into the adjustment. They may need shorter periods in the heat, more frequent breaks, and close supervision. Every technician and supervisor should recognize the warning signs of heat illness. This should be something that you are training them on. Let's just say it's heat exhaustion, dizziness, nausea, weakness, unusual irritability, heavy sweating, excess thirst, confusion, fainting, or loss of coordination should not be ignored. If the technician becomes confused, collapse, or has a seizure, shows signs of a heat stroke, treat it as a medical emergency. Call 911 and begin cooling the worker immediately. Your insurance program matters when this kind of stuff happens. Workers' comp may apply when an employee suffers a covered heat-related illness or injury while working. Your general liability may become involved if the incident causes any type of bodily injury or property damage to somebody else. Your commercial auto protects your company while your technicians are traveling between service calls. Equipment may be needed as well, also known as inland marine, which protects all of your equipment while it's in transit or outside of the job. Anything that's not permanently attached to something. So if you own an HVAC company in Polk County, Osceola, Highlands, review your attic procedures before the next emergency call. Schedule a demand attic work earlier in the day if you can. So provide water and electrolytes. Train your technicians to recognize the symptoms of heat illness. Monitor your employees, your team. They're your team that are ones that are working in isolated spaces. Create an emergency response plan. Document and train your safety procedures. Rinse, wash, repeat. Protecting your technicians also protects your customers, your schedule, and your company's bottom line. So if you like this video and you felt like it was helpful, please follow me, Jamie Blair, Wise Insurance, for more tips, tricks, and insurance insights.